Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for joining me this afternoon for a very quick but very informative Declutter Your Home Stress-Free. I wanted to thank Habitat for Humanity of Burlington and Mercer counties to invite me to share some of these tips and ideas. And I think as we go into the holiday season and we are making our plans for the first quarter or maybe doing some goal setting at the time of the year, I'm just hoping that I can share with you some easy things that you can do in your home and, revamp and rejuvenate and get ready for 2021. So just a little bit about me. I am a real estate.
Hey, Olga, sorry to interrupt, but we're looking at your, we're not looking at the presentation right now. We are looking at like your document box.
Really? Hang on. Thanks.
Yep.
What's going on? It's not even giving me an option to share my, 1 second. All right, can you see? What can you see now?
Yeah, now we can see it.
Okay. All right, good. So
yeah, it's not full screen. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Okay, we're good now? Okay, great.
Yep.
All right, awesome. So let's jump back in. Just a little bit about me. I have been in a real estate business full-time for the last 12 years, and it's a privilege for our team to service our clients in New Jersey as well in Pennsylvania. And really our goal is to anyone with a plan and some mission to become homeowners, as well as once you do become homeowners or you're in the process of doing that, be someone who is responsible and sustainable ownership. Okay, we do help move pretty much anyone in your family, friends, and coworkers anywhere in the United States and Canada. And also, please consider us your virtual yellow pages. Our concierge services are really, really exciting and comprehensive. If you need anyone from helping you declutter to helping you get things out of the attic or the basement, any kind of professionals, accountants, attorneys, anyone that you can think of, we have recommendations for you. So we encourage you to reach out to us and ask us questions. That's what we're here for. So let's jump right in. Why are we talking about decluttering? When I designed this workshop, and now it's been actually a couple of years, there were a couple of things that I thought that were very powerful that I learned. And what we're talking about here is the fact that decluttering is no longer just something fun and hip that we see on social media and on TV. It is actually something that I truly believe is essential and is good for your health. Okay, so these are some of the questions that I usually hear about when we talk about decluttering. A lot of people don't know where to start. They're not sure where to begin. You have to remember, right? We get our mail delivered to our house 6 days a week. And if we don't keep up with it, all that stuff just grows over time, right? And we all have stuff. We have kids that bring stuff from school. And how long do we keep paperwork for? What are we doing, right? So these are all the questions that I hear. A couple of things to keep in mind. When we are talking about things and stuff, it does affect us in our lives in two ways. The first one is something that we think about consciously, right? And I'll give you a good example, conscious and subconscious thinking. When you get up in the morning, you have your regular habits and the things that you do all the time, right? You get up, you brush your teeth, and then you head into the kitchen, get your coffee going, and you do that on autopilot. This is something that we do subconsciously because it is part of our lives and we do it every day. Then you realize when you poured some coffee and you grab go for the creamer in your refrigerator and you realize that the cream is not there anymore, right? Because you ran out, you're like, you actually stop and you have to consciously think about it. It's like, wait a minute, I need to put that on my grocery list because I'm out of my creamer that I usually have with my coffee, right? So that is something that you're consciously making a decision to do. It is not something that is a habit that you just do on a regular basis, okay? So having the clutter actually weighs you on the subconscious level, and we do probably 60 to 70% of our activities on subconscious level, right? We do it on autopilot. So it has been proven when I was looking at the research is that clutter can be a source of stress, depression, health issues, family problems, and home disrepair. It is absolutely true. And I want you to kind of think about it. You know, if you're not sleeping well, go into the, the space where you sleep, whether it's a separate bedroom or something else, and see if there's a lot of clutter and there's things in that room that bother you. Because if they do, that means it's weighing you down, right? It's draining you of energy on the regular basis, and it's being done subconsciously. Okay. So what we're doing is when we are clearing clutter, we're actually helping ourselves to get better health, get more energy, right? Because the negative energy is what weighs us down, which is clutter, is making us feel like swampy and cranky and crabby. Okay, so the goal is when we're doing cluttering, just think about this as improving your overall health, overall disposition. And what we're doing is releasing the things that make us unhappy and sad, so that way we can create more room to help us and help us feel happy. Okay, so I'm assuming since you guys are here joining us means that you have some clutter that is bothering you that you need clearing out, which means that this is a little bit of a ding and you are ready for change. So let's get started and talk about your game plan. You are this amazing person with a red cape, okay, whether you are a woman or a gentleman. So here is how we're going to create a plan. The goal is, I want you to understand it is just little bites, little steps at a time. So number one, the most important thing we're going to do is we're going to decide when we're actually going to set the time and create an appointment for our first decluttering session. Okay, it doesn't have to be long. If you want to do it for 30 minutes, 45 or an hour, you need to set aside a concrete time block. Okay, so decide on, first of all, how long it's going to be and when are you going to do it. If you want to do it first thing on Saturday morning or later on in the day, decide when your energy is high and you haven't been boggled down with other things that you need to do. Okay, next you have to do is make sure that you put all your distractions away. Well, our biggest distraction we have is this thing, right? It's our phone, because it will ding if there's a message, if there's a Facebook notification, if there's a pop-up. You need to put our phone on silent. The next thing you need to have is a timer. No, you cannot use your phone because we were just talking about it being a major source of distraction. My recommendation is you can use a regular kitchen timer, right? The one that you just turn, or you can use a microwave of your stove. Okay, so those are just plain, because that's what they do, is they're timers for your project. Okay, next, I'm going to ask you to change it to comfortable clothing. Now, the good news here, peeps, is the fact that when you're decluttering, you're actually going to be working out, right? And I love the efficiency of doing something and actually getting the exercise and potentially burning my calories, right? So, and the reason being is because you're going to be carrying things back and forth. You might be going up and down the steps and you're going to work up some sweat. So I want you to be comfortable, so that way your brain is not going to give you an excuse of stopping and saying, oh, well, you're not uncomfortable. These jeans are too tight. No, you need to wear something comfortable like yoga pants. Okay. Then you actually need to eat and have something to drink, because you're going to work up that appetite. You are going to get thirsty. So no excuses. I'm taking everything off the plate for you. Okay. Next, have some fun. Put on something of your favorite music, light a candle, open the window, whatever makes you happy, that you will have the vision of your appointment. Okay. Next, I'm a big believer in having notebooks for each of your projects. And I really think that you should have one for your decluttering journey. Okay. And that notebook is going to be a great tool to help you jot down some thoughts and reminders, and then make your plans for your next appointment after you're done with the first one. And the following item is you need to prepare your tools. And the tools are very, very simple. It's not complicated. You can either use boxes or you can use storage bins, Post-it notes so you can label the bins, and I have them listed here, and your trash and your recycle can. That's it. Okay. So let's jump in and talk about our actual kitchen, our actual rooms in our house. Let's say that you want to start with the kitchen, right? And actually, this is one of the questions that I get all the time. Olga, I don't know where to start. My whole house needs to be decluttered. My suggestion to you is pick your favorite room in your home, right? Whether it's kitchen or your bedroom or the bathroom or the office, whatever it is, start in that room, and it's going to give you even more satisfaction knowing that you are working in your favorite space and you are making progress. Okay, so let's say that your favorite place is kitchen. And let's talk about some of the things that you can do. Number one, please don't tackle the whole kitchen at once. Again, the goal is small steps, right? We're going to move forward and we're going to do it in small chunks of time. Start with just a couple of drawers. And then if you're feeling good and you're not feeling overwhelmed, then move on, right? One messy drawer at a time, okay? Next, don't forget about your refrigerator, okay? Throw away expired food, and then also decide where your things are going to be in the refrigerator. Like here's some general guideline for you. Dairy should be closer to the top. Leftovers, I always suggest that you put in like eye level in clear container, and then put like a funny sticker for your family that says eat me now. This way you're not going to forget about your leftovers and they will get used up. Fruits and veggies, you know, they have to be in separate drawers. So check out also the fresh tabs on each of those drawers. Meat should be towards the bottom, and then drinks and condiments should be on your doors. And my recommendation is label where your items should be going. This way, you know, if things are running low, you can put them on your grocery list. So I'm also trying to help you here and save money as well. So that way you're not wasting food. Next, use clear storage containers. They are helpful so that way you can see where things are. They are easily sealed so that way they don't go stale early. And I have some ideas for you here in terms of storage, right? The goal is once you are cleaning things out, is to make sure that they stay that way, right? You're not doing this once a month. You're going to do it hopefully for a long period of time, and then you get to enjoy your fruits of labor. Okay, so here are some suggestions for you. You can get all of these items on Amazon, and they're very easy to order right to your door. Bathrooms. Let's talk about bathrooms, okay? Number one, let's throw away the products that we don't use alike that we haven't used in 6 months to a year. You have to remember all those products contain chemicals because none of them are refrigerated, which means that we have to make sure that the items that we put on our body, which is our home, are fresh. Okay? I understand that things look really cute and packaging. We're all guilty of buying pretty things and not using them. We just look at them. But I encourage you to also think about the fact that the older the products, the more chemicals are going to be in the products, and then we put them on our skin. Next, set up your morning and evening routines and coordinate all of your products, again, in the same clear containers. This way you know exactly what you need to use at night and everything that you need to use at night. It's also going to help you save money, and it's also going to help you realize what is it that you're running low on because it's all grouped together, okay? Also, don't forget to clear out your makeup, right? This is huge. I have been guilty. However, I have been also very good about doing this every 6 months. This is the rule of thumb that I set up for myself, and I encourage you to do the same thing, especially now that we're heading into holiday season. A lot of nice makeup is on sale. So give yourself the grace and a gift of placing and getting fresh makeup every 6 months. So December and January would be potentially your winter time, and then right around 4th of July would be your other 6-month interval. Okay, and here are some ideas for you in terms of the photos on how you can coordinate and try to use up all of the height in your vanity cabinets using your doors, especially if you have very small space for organization in your bathroom. Bedrooms. I already mentioned to you that it is extremely important that your bedroom where you sleep is a peaceful place. So I encourage you to walk in there and just kind of take a look around and see if there's anything that's bothering you. If there are some things that are bothering you, take them out of the room. Put them somewhere else if you're not ready to deal with it just yet, okay? So if you have a bedroom full of stuff, you're going to feel guilty. You know what that means? It's very hard for the brain to ignore the clutter, and it is mental energy and it's mental effort. It is going to drain your energy for sure. Okay. So I'm encouraging you to check out your closets, right? This is a dangerous place for a lot of us. However, it's something that we need to do on a regular basis. We need to go through our closets and we need to see what is it that we haven't worn in a while. Okay. Social media experts say 6 months. I think that's a little bit too drastic. So I'm giving you grace. We're going to give you 2 years. If you haven't worn something or used something in 2 years, it's time to let it go. Okay. If it's out of style, if it's stained and torn in bad shape, if you don't like something, if it's too small or large, get rid of it. Get rid of it. I don't know about you guys, but what I realized with some of my clothing, there are some pieces that I will keep for a long period of time because they're just classics and I truly enjoy wearing them. However, what I also noticed is that, you know, some of the things that I liked 5 years ago, even 3 years ago, I don't like anymore, right? Because my tastes change. So give yourself grace, donate those things so that way someone else can fall in love with some new clothing, and allow yourself some opportunities to buy something new, maybe 1 or 2 pieces, but keep it under control as well. And again, if you have a small closet, I encourage you to use the full height of your closet, not just the bottom pieces. Don't leave your everything at the top and everything at the bottom empty. Take advantage of these closet paint organizers. Again, you can use the same clear boxes as you use in the kitchen and bathrooms. You can use them in the closets as well. Living room and family rooms. Let's talk about those spaces. If you have books and magazines, I encourage you to go through those first. I can't tell you how much dust gets absorbed and collected by paper. And it is actually a very frequently found cause of allergies with people, right? So if you have a runny nose and you're not sure what's going on, your paper, your books can be the culprits, right? Because we don't vacuum them on a regular basis to get rid of all that dust, right? So donate the books that are still in decent shape. If you have textbooks, encyclopedias, old magazines, all of that gets recycled. Nobody's going to want them, okay? Go through your cords and electronics and take a look and see what is still usable and needed. Everything else gets recycled or donated. Check out your pillows and blankets. If you have furry babies, those love to sit on them. If they are really, really looking like rags, go ahead and get rid of them and then buy yourself a couple of new ones to cheer up your room. Something bright and cheerful. Next, go through your pictures. We are all guilty of taking pictures on our phones, but nobody's printing the photos anymore. And it's very, very easy to do. Going to CVS and Walgreens, very inexpensively to print some photos. Those are the things that every time you walk into the room, you're going to get a smile to your face. And that's exactly the goal is of having beautiful photos framed, okay? Garage and basement. I am a big proponent of actually storing a car in your garage, right? Because it is a second investment after if you're a homeowner. And I encourage you to use the spaces, not just the floor, but also the ceiling and the walls. These items that you can buy on Amazon as well as in Home Depot and Lowe's, you can mount the shelves to your ceiling and use that storage for things that you don't use on a regular basis, right? Whether it's holiday decorations, fishing equipment, things for camping, right? I do encourage you to use clear totes so you can see exactly what you're storing in each of those containers, okay? Designate zones, whether it's your garage or your basement, so you know exactly where things are. And definitely use the wall space as well, right? These organizers, I actually have them in my shed as well as in the garage. And this way, all of your things off the floor, things are not rusting, they're not collecting dust or growing cobwebs in your space. All right, let's talk about shredding and keeping papers. This is important. I know we're decluttering, but there are a couple of things that I would encourage you to invest in to help you in your paper maintenance, right? Because paper comes into our house through mail 6 days a week. I encourage you to invest in an inexpensive shredder. This is exactly the shredder that I use that I purchased on Amazon. I've had it for quite a few years and it's doing just an amazing job still. And yes, you're going to need a set of trash bags. You cannot recycle the shredded paper because it has ink on it. So it does need to be thrown away. So don't give yourself an excuse of putting it off, right? You have the trash bags right nearby next to your shredder. You put them in the trash bags and then you take them out with the next trash bag, okay? In terms of what to keep and what to get rid of, anything that has your signature account number, social security number, anything that you're not sure about if you should shred, go ahead and shred it, okay? And another important component that I wanted to share with you is that if you are running out of space of where to store your papers, you should take a look at some of the cloud storage solutions. If you have Gmail, you definitely have Google Drive. So check out that space because it has a tons of space for you to store documents electronically if you scan them. Right nowadays, you don't have to buy an actual scanner. If you don't want to, you can actually scan things right with your phone. And you can also use Dropbox. This is another service that is completely free that you can get. You can put on your laptop, on your tablet, or on your phone. Let's talk about throwing away. I'm encouraging everyone to first consider you actually putting your trash and recycle every time you have it, right? Or if you if you live in the apartment, use the trash bins that you guys have available. My recommendation is throw away or recycle something every week. This way you are keeping on top of everything that you have and the things that are coming in, right? Townships a lot of times have bulk days that you can just take stuff over. We have 1-800-GOT-JUNK trucks that you know of. They're kind of my last resort recommendations because they're not cheap, okay? Electronic and hazard trash recycling, it's very important that you understand that those are the things that cannot be just thrown away. They actually have to be collected and then taken to a special day when the counties hold these recycling opportunities because they have to be disposed of properly. So my recommendation is for you to check on when your county is holding them, putting them on your calendar, and then getting a box and just putting everything in there for that day to come. Baxter is also another good opportunity for you to use that as a really, really large trash bag. You can put a lot of stuff in there, almost sometimes, up to 3,300 pounds if you really pack it well. If you are working on the bathroom or you have some kind of renovation project where you have a lot of debris, this is a great way to get rid of stuff as well, in addition to your regular trash and recycle days. All right, I'm not going through this whole list, but I wanted you to have it as a great guide, right? If you're donating things, of course, Habitat is an amazing opportunity. We also have Salvation Army, Goodwill, Good Stuff Thrift Store, and PA Purple Heart, right? But if you are looking for a more targeted donation, let's say you have a older wedding dress that you want to donate, or eyeglasses, or men's suits, or nice suits for women to help them, get back into the workplace. There are organizations that specialize in different things. So this is a great list for you. If you wanted to do some of the targeted donating, this is an opportunity for you to do that. So, and of course, you guys are going to get a copy of this workbook so you have everything handy for you. Who can sell? Where are we selling, and who can help you, right? So if you are thinking about instead of just donating, you're going to be decluttering and selling things, here's a list of good opportunities for you. Of course, eBay, Etsy. You can order a bag at ThreadUp and they will sell stuff for you, then send you the commission and then recycle the rest. Great opportunities are also Facebook Marketplace, right? If you're on social media. There's Facebook sale groups as well. Craigslist is a really, really oldie, but still very much a goodie. Apps are abound right now. You get very easy to upload your items. OfferUp, Lego, and Oodle. Nextdoor neighborhoods are great as well. Poshmark is for something that is more upscale and more of designer name. And of course, you can hold a garage sale and yard sale and sell things that way, if you don't feel like bothering maybe with some of the social media outlets. And of course, who can help you? Family, friends, there's personal organizers that you can help, because if you are completely distracted and you're not able to declutter, there are people who can help you do that. You can pay them an hourly rate and they will keep you focused and on track. All right. So your action plan as we wrap up this really quick series is number one, grab that notebook and I want you to jot down some of your thoughts, right? And here are some questions for you that I'm asking, right? And this is something that you can think about as you are making your plans for your own decluttering day, right? What's bothering you? What room you want to start, right? What are some of your concerns and why you want to declutter in the first place? Jot all those things down. If you think that you're going to need help, are you going to involve your kids, right? Are you going to make it a fun family event? Or maybe you need someone more on the professional side to help you, right? Maybe you have some antiques that you need to get appraised. Write that down and then give yourself a deadline. When do you need to find that person to ask them the questions, okay? And you need to give yourself a deadline potentially when you want to be done and why. Maybe there is an actual deadline that you have to complete something by. Put that on your calendar and then jot it down in your notebook as well. Painter's blue tape is really helpful if you want to mark and sort larger items like pieces of furniture. Which things are you keeping? Which things you're not keeping? Painter's tape is easily peelable, and I like to use a Sharpie to write on it. Okay. And again, set a date and time to get started. That's the most important. The first step really is to help you get on track. And believe me, when you have that date set and you know that you're going to be focused on it for 32 minutes to an hour, it's going to give you that surge of excitement because you know that you're starting on something that's probably has been bothering you for a while. Okay. And I encourage you to use the guide that is in this workbook to help you, depending on which room you want to tackle. You can use some of those tips and tricks to help you and guide you through each room in your home. And I can tell you guys that I know that you've got this. A lot of us thinking that we can't tackle something, but you know, we always get things done when we need to. So just make this as your routine and make this important to you so that you can help that energy that maybe is slowing you down in the back of your mind to help you and get you moving in the right direction. All right. So here's what's next. If you do need help, contractors, companies that can help you with decluttering, you're more than welcome to reach out to us. We are here for you. If you want to talk to me in private about your decluttering concerns, I'm here for you too. My phone number is listed, my email is listed as well. We do this workshop and others on a regular basis on a monthly rotation. Our schedule and where you can find them is on our website with the links listed here. So that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. And right now, if you guys have questions, please fire away. I'm happy to answer. I know that some people are driving, so just be careful. But any questions on what we talked about or maybe anything that's on your mind that I can help you answer? Juana, do you have any questions?
Well, I do have a comment. I enjoyed the presentation. What I liked was, because I find myself in this position, I'll get started on a task when it comes to like cleaning or decluttering, and then I may get distracted very easily. So I like that you have it systematically laid out, where you get your trash bags together, your bins together, and mark down what's going where. And also the excuse of, listen, have your water, have a snack, so you won't get distracted when your tummy starts to growl. So
Yeah.
I like that.
You
and
have
even,
to get, yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, even with the items that you showed for the kitchen organization, that's really helpful because that's one thing that I struggle with getting the pots and pans all in one cabinet. So I like that you show examples of what you can do, something easy and simple.
Yeah, I'm always for how do I make my life easier, right? So if you're going to clean something, you might organize it so that way next time you open that cabinet, you're not going to go, oh my God, now I have to dig through and find that pot, right? It's all organized as well. So when you stack the pots, you scratch them, which means they're wearing and tearing faster. So you're also going to be saving money in the frustration when they're all, you're investing in your kitchen, basically, when you get some of these tools. But I think in the longer run, it helps your sanity, right? It helps our sanity, and that's what I'm for.
Yes.
All right. Anybody else has any questions? No? All right. Well, thank you so much for having me. I was able to make it into the 30-minute interval. I hope you enjoyed it. I encourage you guys to have an amazing holiday season among everything that we have going on. But take the time and take care of yourself so you can better take care of your families and your loved ones. And we hope to see you again soon. So thank you again.
And thank you, Olga.
Thank
My
you.
pleasure.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Take care.